So the first thing you're going to need to do is sign up for a WordPress account and create a domain name. You can build a website or create a blog. They kind of work the same way, but we're going to start with a blog, and then if you want to get more into building an entire website, you can go here. But we're going to start a blog. I'm just going to show you how to sign up and get it started, and then we'll talk about setting it up, getting customized after that. But so the first thing is you're going to click Start a Blog. I'm on WordPress.com, by the way. If you look up here, WordPress.com, not org, WordPress.com, and we're going to start a blog. And I've already started one, so I'm just going to kind of walk you through the steps here. The best thing to do is just, you can pick any of these, but just go ahead and pick this one, a welcome page. And it'll just start you out with a home page, which is fine. And go ahead and do that. And it's going to let you choose a theme, and I'm actually using this one. It seems to be a pretty easy theme to use. It's called Karuna, so if you don't see it here, just kind of do a search or look for it. And I'm going to use that. We can always switch it later if we want to, but we need a theme to build our blog on, so I'm going to use that one. Okay, and then you're going to want to enter some type of domain name, so it's going to end up with a .wordpress.com at the end. Now we can buy a true domain, but then you have to pay for that. So this is going to be free. So I'm just going to call this Currently Design. That's the name of my company. So kind of think about what your company is going to be for this first half of the class, whether it's for a friend or for yourself or whatever. But let's just say I'm going to promote myself for free with a blog. So Currently Design, WordPress.com. Okay, so that's going to be my URL. If I go back, let me just kind of go back just so you can kind of see that. It lets me. Okay, it's not going to let me, but yeah, okay, so that's going to be my domain. So if I just type that in the bar up here, it should pull it up. So it's currentlydesign.wordpress.com. Again, this is free. If we were to go with one of these, it would cost you because you'd have to actually buy a domain. But we're just going to go with this one. We like the free. And we're going to use the free version here. Okay, and then you're going to type in your email and choose a username and a password. Okay, remember to write this down because you'll need this to log in with your username and your password. So make sure you write that down and use an email that you can gain access to easy. You can use your Bellerman if you'd like, but you're going to need that. Now you can see I've already signed up, so it's not going to work for me here. So and then click Create Your Account. Okay, and once you do that, then it should kind of log you in to your site, which I'll do that real quick, and I'll just kind of show you what that should look like. And it will probably bring you to this page because what we have here is kind of their feed, which is going on right here. And then we have our site. If you click on My Sites here, this is kind of the interface you'll see. And we may use a different interface. But if we look at themes, I'm just going to click on themes, and here are all the themes that you can buy, but we've already installed our theme, but here are the free ones. Okay, and here's the one I'm using. Just click on it. And it may load this customizer if you click it right in the middle, but don't worry about that. So the first thing I want you to do is just to kind of get this set up. You don't need to set all this up, but once you return, let me just kind of go back here. Once you go back in and authorize it through your email, you can then go in and start editing parts of this. for instance, like once I've authorized this theme, okay, then I can click Customize. Right, and then I can actually go in and start editing some of this. Like, let's say this site title, I really want it to be Curtly Design. Okay, and then maybe come up with some type of tagline. Um, Now you can change this at any time, and you can by footer, credit means, you know, down at the bottom it's going to have some type of copyright or some type of information about where your uh, website is hosted. And since it's free, you're going to have to go ahead and leave that. So we'll hit save, save and publish. This is what it should kind of look like. Now I've kind of went in and did a few things here, but this is kind of like a live version of it. And I'm going to go back to my sites and go back. Now I want to kind of show you these two real quick. There's a big difference between posts and pages. Pages are kind of what shows up here, and we'll build a site with about 3 pages in it. But posts are going to be what you see down here. So these are the posts we're going to create. So a page actually holds the post. So basically all I want to do is get in there and get the theme and set up on WordPress, and then we'll talk about customizing some of this so we can start posting. We can start posting right away by just going to My Sites and go into blog posts here. And it may take a little bit to refresh. You are using their server, so. And then once we go to blog posts, you can always add a new one. There's the one that's in there right now. I can add a new post. And of course I'll just put in a title and then some content here as well. Okay, and then we'll publish that. So that's going to create a new post. But what we're going to do though is pre-write these before we start really blogging. So I just want you to get set up with WordPress and kind of get in there and kind of, you know, anytime you want to kind of look and play with it, just click on My Sites here, and you can kind of look at the admin and kind of how things work here. Also, we'll probably be working more with this admin. This is the actual WordPress dashboard here with theme. Okay, so really you have 2 dashboards. You have this one, and then if you click right here, you'll have this dashboard. It's a little easier to work with here, and we can get some analytics and stuff here. So really you kind of have 2 dashboards. This one's a little easier to use. So just get in and set up your WordPress, and then send me your link when you're done, which will be right here. That's your URL. So you can see that I've already set mine up as that domain. And if you have any problems with that, let me know. But get this set up first, and then we can start posting blogs after we write them.